Judy is Associate Executive Director of the Children's Discovery Museum in Rancho Mirage. Judy, thanks for being here and welcome to my show.
Good morning, Jacqueline, and thank you for having us and welcome viewers and listeners.
Well, the Children's Museum is one of everyone's favorites, I think, and I live near there, so I drive by it all of the time, and I'm always curious as to what's going on. Why don't you, for our listeners that don't know much about it or haven't been there yet, give us a little background on how the museum started and what your focus is.
Absolutely, Jacqueline. I would love to. The Children's Discovery Museum of the Desert is a really magical place that brings together hands-on learning and very inventive programs to help families have time together to learn and explore and really discover different ways of learning. The Children's Discovery Museum of the Desert is actually over 20 years old, but our Gerald Ford location that you are talking about in your neighborhood, we've been on that site for about 12 years. Generally, the museum sees about 80,000 people a year that go through our 8,000 square foot exploratory gallery. And for listeners who's never been there before, it contains over 50 different hands-on exhibits for children 18 months to about 10 or 11 years of age, where they're able to learn from their own experience and, again, using exploratory skills and their own creativity, go into different art projects, learn about themselves perhaps in a future role, such as our veterinarian station, learn about math and business like our pizza parlor or grocery store, and also places to really learn about basic science values. So families come and they spend their day with us in that exploratorium, and then we also have additional classes that I would love to talk about a little bit later.
Yes, and for our listeners, again, the museum is on Gerald Ford Drive near Bob Hope in Rancho Mirage. You can't miss it. And why don't you give the telephone number, because we're going to talk about admissions and membership, but why don't you give the telephone number of the museum for our listeners, and we'll repeat that again later.
Oh, absolutely. It's 321-0602. We also have a very active website, which is www.cdmod.org. And on our website is daily calendar updates, what's new information, how to come and see us, and again, all the listings of what other kinds of events we have coming up in the future.
Let's also talk about admissions and membership. Two different things. First of all, what about membership? What is the cost of that? And then what do you get for that membership?
Well, our membership is $25 per individual. And what a great low-cost way to have a whole year of learning and exploration for anyone here in the Valley. It's one of the best entertainment and educational values that we have here. Our membership to our museum gives that card holder unlimited admissions into our museum gallery, so they can come as often as they want, 1 time a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week. They can stay all day. It really is up to that family and how they use that membership. In addition to the unlimited general admission to our museum exploratorium, they also have additional discounts, such as a 10% discount in our museum store. They have advanced mailings of some of our classes, which can sell out, so our members get first dibs on those, and also discounts on those classes. So members have a lot that they can use in terms of the value of that. If people choose to just come and see us for one day, our daily admission is $8 per person, and again, it is for the full day, so they can come in the morning. If they needed to take a little snack break or go take a quick dip in the pool and want to come back, they can certainly come back that same day. So that's $8.
And I think it's important to mention, too, that all children must be accompanied by an adult. I think
Absolutely.
That's very important to say that. And,
Absolutely.
Now, in terms of classes, what have you been doing in the summer? And have you had certain classes where parents can just bring their children to class and then come back and pick them up later on? Why don't you give us an example of what you were doing in the summer?
Oh, absolutely, Jackie. You know what? We're just getting to the conclusion of our summer programming, And because we do have a lot of very hardworking parents in this valley, we do offer what is called a Discovery Day Camp program for children ages 5 to 9. That's an opportunity for children to come to us at 8:30 in the morning, have a full day of education and activities until 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. That's a 9-hour day.
That's a long day.
Absolutely. But for working parents, you know, it is a great value and, again, a way for them to be able to know that their child is in a safe place, an interesting place, that they're learning and having fun.
And for what age group would
That
this be?
is particularly for ages 5 to 9. In addition, we have other programs that you mentioned for our preschoolers. And we do encourage and want that child or grandparent or parent to be with that child. And it's really so that they have an opportunity to learn together and hopefully be able to learn some new skills and take those back home into their home environment. And some examples of those classes, Jacqueline, are our Little Chefs program and our Little Scientist program and our Creative Arts for Tots programs.
So these classes will be continuing into the fall, is that correct?
Yes, all of the preschool classes will definitely be continuing into the fall. You know, our early learners, 2.5 to 5 years of age, don't always have enough opportunities out in the community, and this is a great way for them to do some skill-specific building in a very innovative and creative way. So, for example, Little Chefs and Little Scientists are really great ways for children to learn about measurement, weighing, what happens when you mix a liquid and a solid together, what you can do in your home to really learn about baking and cooking, and at the same time really make some nutritious snacks, because we're also concerned about the health of children.
Now, in these classes, you have, for instance, the Creative Arts for Tots classes.
Yes.
That's weekly. That goes from 10:30 to 11:15, showing in your list here.
Yes.
Is it the same for the Little Chefs and Little Scientists? Is that how long the class lasts?
The class is 45 minutes, and we find that that is just perfect for that age group, again, of 2.5 to 5 years of age. In their Little Scientist class, they learn about, for example, why popcorn pops and how magnets come together.
Gee, why does popcorn pop?
You know what? You'll have to come to the class,
know.
Jacqueline. I'm not sure I know. I think it has to do with heat and pressure.
I think so, too. But you don't have any, like, half-day program when you talk about the preschool, so it's not like a daycare sort of thing.
None at all.
And, again, to emphasize, for the children this age, now and in the fall, they have to be with an adult.
Absolutely.
And it's a 45-minute program. When is the summer program ending?
Actually, that's ending this Friday. Can you believe summer is over? Oh,
It's hard
been 10 weeks of fun for us.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the older children to go back to school.
And, of course, today is Saturday, so
oh, wonderful.
we'll be into our fall program.
That's right.
Or we are into the fall program at your museum already.
And you know what, Jacqueline? Your listeners can help us turn the calendar into fall then.
Yes.
So here we go.
Now, I assume you, like so many organizations, but especially the Children's Discovery Museum, really wants to have volunteers to help out. You've
absolutely.
got so much. I've been there many times, and I know how things are growing and developing, and you do need a lot of people to help out. So how would they volunteer, first of all, and then tell us about some of the positions or places that they would be needed and used?
Oh, Jacqueline, that's an excellent question, and I think so. Many persons who are new or have been here in the Valley think about from time to time how they can give back to the community. And at the Children's Discovery Museum, we have a very extensive volunteer program. We could not open our doors on a daily basis without the support of both our adult and our junior docent volunteers. We have a junior docent program for teenagers 12 to 18. It's an excellent opportunity for those teens to learn about leadership skills, to really start to ground themselves early on in their life about philanthropy or what it means to give back in their community. And our teens from the summer, we had 64, and they gave about 2,000 hours of time.
Well, that's wonderful. And for the junior docents, of course, school is starting. And so this would be an either after school
Or the
period
weekends.
or the weekend that they would be
Yes.
working. Why don't this would be a good time to mention, are you open 6 days a week?
We generally are open Tuesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. The only day that we're closed to the public is on Mondays, and that's pretty standard for many museums.
Let's give a telephone number for the junior docents that might be listening that would like to volunteer, and then we'll talk about the positions that you have available for the adults. So give a phone
Thank
number
you.
there, please.
Again, 321-0602, and they can dial my direct extension, 116. And thank you so much for mentioning the adult volunteers. You know, our adults come to us with, again, the same heart of wanting to make sure that children of this community have a future. And the way we do that is making sure, again, that our services are available for everyone. Volunteers make that happen. I certainly can't make that happen on my own.
And what sort of things would they be able to help you with at the? And we are talking about the Children's Discovery Museum in Rancho Mirage, and we are talking to Judy Miller, who is the Associate Executive Director at the museum. So what sort of positions are you looking to fill for the adults, with the adults, rather?
Well, the first thing we would want to do is make sure that adults know that they have an opportunity to make sure that their interest level is matched with the right type of volunteering at the museum. We have volunteers who come from a large marketing or retail background that prefer to work in our museum gift store. We have folks who are very good at public service and customer service and love to be on the front lines at our front admissions desk. And then we have volunteers who really like to have more of a one-on-one connection with families by working directly in programs such as Little Scientists or our Little Chefs program or hands-on with families in our museum gallery. So we want to make sure that as volunteers are looking toward making a commitment to our museum, that we really hear from them what their interest level is like, and we'll match them straight up.
Well, and then do you have an auxiliary that helps with fundraising, or are you looking for volunteers to help with the fundraising? Because we do need to talk in just a minute, too, about the fundraising program that you have coming up.
We certainly always are looking for opportunities to raise funds for the museum. You know, for any nonprofit here in the desert area, the economy certainly has produced a strain on so many nonprofits. So we do have a development committee as well as some special kinds of projects that will come up. And I know two of them I'd like to mention is our mural and home tour.
Please do that, yes. Let's first of all give the date of the home discovery tour and a brief description of it.
Our 9th annual Discovery Home Tour is going to be shown on Sunday, February the 14th from 9 to 5. It is a home tour that features 6 spectacular homes throughout the valley. These homes are specifically chosen as feature showcase homes by ASID, which is the American Society of Interior Designers. And we also have a sponsorship with Palm Springs Life magazine. This home tour is a sellout. We only have 1,100 tickets that we sell to the public, and again, at a very low cost level. So if persons are interested in making their reservations, 321-0602, extension 112.
And very quickly, let's mention the mural tile program. You just drive by and see the tiles on the wall, and they are photographs of children, tile photographs. So let's mention that quickly.
Our mural tile program is a great way to honor and celebrate individuals in this community. It is a specific individual's portrait that goes over a stainless steel tile. We have over 4,000 on our mural wall, and again, it's $200 if we take a individual's photograph, $225 if we do a scanning of an existing photo, maybe of someone who has already passed. And it's a great community art piece, so please drive by at 71701 Gerald Ford Drive.
And I want to mention quickly, because we're about to end our program, that anyone that wants to have a special birthday party for their child, and it will be a very special event that the Discovery Museum can arrange for you, please call the museum at on Gerald Ford Drive, and the telephone number is 321-0602, extension 119. Thank you so much for being here, Judy. It's a wonderful museum. Everyone loves it, and we want to support it as much as we can.